Hey there, the annual Minecraft live stream, or they change the name almost every year, so I don't really know what it's called right now, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of a recap of what they revealed. By the way, I just want to say I've been getting addicted to Minecraft again. I made a new survival world a couple of weeks ago, and take a look at that. It's not bad. As the saying goes, a Minecraft player never quits, he just takes a long break. I'm not going to be talking about the Minecraft Legends stuff, I'm just going to be talking about the base game. So what do we have here? Well, we have these trial chambers, which will be like, we'll be fighting between some different type of challenges and stuff, but my only fear is that these challenges might not be very challenging, especially for netherite protection for armor. Maybe it's supposed to be a little bit of a mid-game thing, but we have some new blocks here. Copper is getting doors and trap doors. We're also getting this, which I can only presume to be chiseled copper. Then we have these copper grades, they're very industrial looking. And then we have these copper bulbs, which you don't need the power with redstone, they just light things up on their own. And when they get oxidized, they lose power, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna imagine you can wax them, so you can sort of choose which light level you want them to emit. Then we have this unnamed brick type in the background, which I will speculate, I will say it's tough bricks. You know, tough, it generates down with the deep slate, which is completely useless right now. Doesn't have any crafting recipes or anything, but here I'd imagine this is polished tough. I imagine these are tough bricks. I imagine these are polished tough bricks and so on. A block that I would presume to be exclusive to this structure is the trial spawner, which, like normal spawners, pumps out waves of mobs. But unlike normal spawners, this one takes a break. Eventually it's gonna start up again apparently, and I imagine that the rewards will not be replenished, because then you can make like a diamond farm potentially. They show a stray spawner and a slime spawner, which is interesting. This could be a new way to make a slime farm. We also get to see a new mob, the Breeze. It's like a overworld blaze which shoots wind. This wind deals damage and knockback, but it also seems to interact with other blocks like trapdoors and dispensers and levers. At least that's what they've showcased. It would be cool if there were rooms with like the floor entirely made out of trapdoors and they could just drop you into lava or something. That could be an interesting thing. I'd like to believe that you could, just like blazes, you can fire their fireballs out of a dispenser. I'd like to believe that you could get a drop from the sky, which you could use its wind push with a dispenser, or potentially you could throw it yourself. That would be interesting. The trial chamber is cool and all, but the most important thing they showcased this year was the automatic crafting table. So maybe those leaks were real, or maybe you just guessed it, who knows. But what's important is that it's automatic crafting. It's quite revolutionary actually. And they made it really easy to use with this toggleable slot thing. Here's an example of something you could do with this. A skeleton farm, the bones could be automatically turned into bone meal and then be automatically transported to something like a sugarcane farm or something. In an iron farm, it could compact the iron into iron blocks, because those farms are really efficient. You need a lot of storage for them. And the flowers could be turned into red dye. You could set up this whole contraption where you can just press a button and then iron starts getting crafted into iron bars or iron chest plates or buckets or whatever. And at last we had the mob boat winner reveal, and it was the armadillo. Surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be a crab. That's what I voted for at least. I got a sherry cape for that. The server they set up for the vote was actually pretty cool. So anyways, it's confirmed we're getting wolf armor, which kind of fits with the theme here. You can bring your dogs to the trial chamber perhaps, and then they'll die and you'll be sad. Hopefully they make the wolf armor real good. Potential enchantments maybe in the trial chamber you can find new wolf enchantments like a bite or I don't know. Just remember, like they pointed out, this doesn't mean that they're lost forever. You know, they're just gonna take like a decade to add them, maybe. You know, so you know it's not you're not losing them permanently, potentially. Personally, I thought that extended reach was better. That's why I voted for the crab. But you know, it's just how it is. I think the whole stop the mob boat thing is kind of ridiculous. I mean, look at this. It just says this guy just said stop. In my opinion, in all the past votes, we have always made the right choice, and you know, it's a bit hard to defend the Phantom. I personally like it, but no one else does, so it's a bit hard to defend it. Then we voted for the mountains, which was the obvious choice. It made splitting up the caves and cliffs update entirely worth it. And both of those updates came out in the same year anyway, so you know. And the glow squid is like, yeah, I do think that was the best choice, because guess what, it fits the theme of the update. Is, you know, it spawns in caves. They never clarified that it would spawn in caves, but you know, it ended up doing that. And the glow ink sac is not bad. The LA was also a good choice, and the sniffer, which you know it's useless and all that, but it's a dinosaur which you can dig up with archaeology and hatch, which makes it worth it. It was never an argument here. It's always gonna be a sniffer, obviously. Sure, the seeds are useless, but you know, it's how it is. One complaint I've seen is that Mojang is not keeping their promises with these mobs, which is just not true. We've always gotten what they promised or more. For example, foxes, they never said that foxes would be able to pick up swords and use them, or the glow squid, they never specified the glow ink sac or anything. They also never told us that phantoms were gonna give us an entire new potion. But they should really consider adding some of the losers. Right now, only the swamp has been added from the loser collection, and it was done pretty well. The mangrove swamp is cool, the frogs are cool, you get shroom lights, that's cool. But you really gotta add these other biomes soon. I mean, they all fit together, they're all warm biomes, which is great for the armadillo, by the way. Maybe they can be combined into like a mini update. Also for this update, there's a couple of the mob losers that they could fit right in. If my claim about these being tough bricks are true, then maybe the tough golem can be added then. Considering the copper stuff they're doing, maybe they could add the copper golem. The functionality they described for the copper golem was it's kind of useless because we can already make randomizers, but maybe they can make it so you can program it to press buttons in a specific order. That could be maybe useful. Another mob that will fit is the Iceologer. It really fits the theme of this dungeon crawler sort of aspect. If you think this doesn't seem like a lot of features being added right now, then just remember that most features have not been revealed yet. They'll be revealed down the line, or they just haven't been made yet. Maybe, they're looking for feedback, community suggestions, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully there'll be more structures than just the trials chamber, like maybe like a big pyramid with scorpions or something, or maybe like a big mountain castle with undead knights, who knows. And hopefully they can add some, unique special treasure items, maybe some kind of magic stuff, maybe some other special types of enchantments, like a double jump enchantment, who knows. I do have some hope for this, and apparently these features you'll be able to use them in snapshots in just a couple of weeks. Cool. One fear I have is that, like with the Nether update, they didn't update the Nether fortress at all, and I fear that they might not update the normal dungeons in this update. I hope they can do at least something, like add pots to it at least, or expand it like so it's 2 rooms, one with the spawner and one with chest, maybe, I don't know. By the way, I will be covering those snapshots when they come out. At the end of the day, you can't really complain too much about the size of these updates, because they're completely free. With Minecraft, you buy the game once and you get new content each year, it's not a bad deal. The mob vote has been controversial, but what's not controversial is we can all agree that Jeb looks quite majestic here. Well, I guess that's about it. By the way, I have this portal gun I like to show you, and I was about to say that I made this, but that's just not true. But I do own it legally. Not this thing is legal, but it does work. Bye.